Alright guys, so it's been almost a month since I did my staking on a liquidity pool on Uniswap. I did the stake Ethereum pair. Um, Thought I'd give you guys an update on that uh, so we can see where the profits are at and how it's doing. As you can see here, this is the stake ETH pair on Uniswap that I have pulled up here. You can see these numbers. It's been doing really well the last few days. Um, the thing I really like about this layout is I want to see how much ETH has been transferred into stake on the pool, and it can give you that information. You can see the candles here. So there has been a lot of Ethereum being transferred into stake right now. If I want to see stake transferred into ETH, you can see that is on the rise as well. So that's all good. Stake prices for Xdai and Ethereum have both been on the rise. I think Xdai stake is up like 23% today. Ethereum's price currently is like $413 today per ETH. Now, if you want to see how my stake is doing, let's go to that. We'll load that up. Okay, so less than a month. The 25th of October will be 1 month of my liquidity. I staked like 0.9 Ethereum and at the time 25 something stake. And you can see here I have earned $36.67. You can see that down here it's actually in stake, right? So I've got 1.15 stake earned and 0.04 for WETH, which is equivalent to ETH 1 for 1. If we go back, another thing. So this is really good. I'm impressed with this. I just let my liquidity that I put in sit there, and it makes me money. So it's passive income, and I think that's really well for the amount that I placed into the liquidity pool. But yeah, it's been 26 days since I did this liquidity, since I added into the liquidity pool. Now you can see here, this is from the dips and everything of Ethereum, where my liquidity has went up and down because it's based on the price of the Ethereum in the stake that I placed into the pool. It's pretty easy to understand. I love the interface. It's simple. I can show all my positions, but this is the only position right now I have on Uniswap. If we go back to the main pools, you can see here what's being swapped. So you can see people are using the pool right now, swapping stake for ETH. A lot of swapping stake for ETH. Interesting thing is there were some whales that were on here for a little while, and they were trying to scare people off that what they were doing was they would buy, they would get into liquidity for a high amount of ETH and a high amount of stake, and they would set it there for a little bit, and then they would dump it. So then, while the fees skyrocketed, the total liquidity would like dump off and on. And you see that like here, 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 and they're still trying to do that. And what they're trying to do is scare people like you and me that out of it, because if if these numbers drop drastically, it's going to get harder and harder for you to get your liquidity back out and take out your rewards and stuff like that. See if we can find one. All right, so here's a guy. He removed Ethereum and stake $170,000 worth 2 days ago. Now this could have been just someone taking their investment out, or it could have been someone that was trying to manipulate the pool. I'm probably leaning towards the other end of that. You see it here again, 34,000, 24,000 a day ago, 10,000. I mean, it just goes back and forth. So if we go next page, you can see where people were doing swaps and things like that. But this is my quick update on this. I thought I'd make it short and sweet. I have another video on how to stake your stake in Ethereum on Uniswap. If you're interested in doing that, you can look that up. This is really good passive income, in my opinion. I'm not, a professional financial advisor or anything like that. So make sure you do your own research on this and the benefits and the negatives that come with it. There are negatives. If this pool did happen to just dump, your liquidity, while your fees would go up that you earn, your liquidity would just bottom out, and it would get hard for you to get your liquidity back out and things like that. So there is some risk to it. So you need to read up on that and look into it. But for me, just sitting there and putting my put 1 Ethereum, or it was like 0.9 Ethereum and like 25 something stake in this, and just let it sit, do absolutely nothing with it. And even though Ethereum and stake prices have dropped since then, I still earned $36. I did nothing. That's what I like, the passiveness of this income. It is kind of nice. I When I do liquidity, and I stake my Ethereum, I have done others in the past for quick swap outs or pull outs if I think they're going to, shoot to the moon and then they're going to dump, like so many of these altcoins do. Stake Xdai, though, I think is a long-term investment. I really like what they're doing, what they've done. So this is one of my long-term investments right now. And like I said, it's passive income. I didn't have to do anything with it, just the initial investment into it, and just let it sit. But you do have to keep an eye on it, right? I mean, if everything starts to dump really bad, you got to make a decision whether you're going to ride it out or whether you're going to get out. And so I check it several times a day, just make sure nothing funny is going on with the pool. But so far, I'm very impressed with making $36 for doing absolutely nothing. So, like I said, I do have another video on this on how you can set up a liquidity on this pool if you're interested. You can look that video up. And if you have any other questions or comments, leave them down below. Subscribe if you would like. I'm going to try to get back into doing more videos on things like this in blockchain and crypto. So, like I said, just shoot your questions down below and have a great day.